What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you guys my 2 wins that I got over 7k players in Clash Royale in retro like in retro Clash Royale. Like I won against this guy, which like 7k last season. And I won against this guy as well, who's doing pretty damn well in this season ladder, and also got into 7k last season. So that's what I'm going to show you. Like I decided to play with my deck that I kinda use to play a lot in ladder, like a bunch of months ago. I just changed the furnace into this bomb tower, and it was actually pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. So let's watch. Usually like I play with nowadays I play with like a construction in a deck that like is very strong, you know. It really gives a lot of soft support, and the bomb tower kind of made that role in the deck. So here, in my first initial cards, I had like mini P.E.K.K.A and giant. I didn't want to play like mini P.E.K.K.A first because I would be kind of forced to play either the giant or the graveyard, so I decided to go for the giant first play. It's okay. In my plan was just to sink up a lot of damage and just push that balloon into the main tower. Here you go. And from here, why not just play a little graveyard and just go from there. Played quite well as well. He's a little surprised maybe. It's just a normal graveyard deck, right? It's not that outrageous, I think. Considered the cards in retro decks, you know, in the very old Clash Royale, which is very good, a good card, considering what we have. So even though it's not that used now anymore, you have like Executioner, you have the Hunter. It counters the witch, and you have the mother witch as well. So here I think I'm just going to sink up that damage and just go for an all-out attack in the left side tower, if you want to say like that. Even if I don't take that tower down, it's still okay, you know. I think I would lose that right-sided tower either way, so. But from here on now, I just really need to defend. I have the tornado, you know, to pull that balloon. And I can make some pressure with like giant and mini P.E.K.K.A, and then just try to go for the 3 towers, because he didn't really defend it as much, you know. So I was just really trying to make some sort of a push with what I had going on there in the left-sided tower. And in the end, I made a lot of damage. I don't think it was enough to win that. Maybe it was. Yes, still 200 left, but yeah, and in this case, it's just gone from an all-out attack on my main tower. But I had some defense, you know, like in this case I can pull out the balloon um, more towards the left side, and maybe with the tornado, if I really need it, I can possibly pull it even more towards the left side, just really not suffering as much damage on my motor because it was his main attention. And from here on out, just playing on a graveyard with Giant. He didn't really have poison, so I was okay. And it was basically GG. Like I said, I was okay in this match. He didn't have like a heavy counter, and the main heavy counter to graveyards. And he's poison. You also have the Mother Witch, but in retro Clash Royale, in the old years, you don't have Mother Witch, so yeah. Like, you need to bet as well, you need to bet, like, biggest chance for you to just win the match. When he played the balloon, I thought that there was a big chance that he wouldn't have poison, and I just went from there. Because most of the balloon decks nowadays are quite quick, or they have the lumberjack and balloon, or they have like a controlled deck with lumberjack and miner, or I meant balloon and miner, or or balloon and P.E.K.K.A. You can see that a lot as well. So yeah. So let's watch this other deck, this other match. I mean, here is just more of the same. In the start, it made pretty clear that you'll have very quick deck, and in these quick decks, in this case, you had Hawk, and they probably have Fireball. Earthquake is a very kind of recent card. I don't think in Retro Clash Royale you have it, so you can replace the Earthquake with the Fireball. But I had a pretty good counter against this deck, which I know I had like a Tornado, I had Freeze, I had Bomb Tower, so I was in pretty good conditions. I just had to really not get over myself and just really defend and make some kind of push when they have this chance. So let's give it a watch. Like now I activate the tower, and you try to not suffer damage on the right side. The best way to use the tornado is just to push the hog so that it doesn't deal any damage on the right side. So yeah, I'm not really going to use the freeze. I'm not going to overrest and get over myself, because these type of decks are very quick and they can cycle the deck pretty damn fast, And you could see that he wasn't very happy either. He kind of knew that he was facing some heavy counter, right? But he still had some chances, You still have some chance to play for quick deck. My deck is not that fast, so if you can maybe outcycle and find a chance to provoke some damage, but I was just really wasn't letting him deal some damage, So yeah, let's continue watching this. Mainly, I just kind of play graveyard and poison on double elixir, so that it depends. Like if your opponent sags a bit in a couple of plays, or if, for example, you find a chance, then you play the freeze. But most of the cases, simply don't play the freeze. Just cycle your elixir and just smoothly go with this deck of giant and graveyard, So the best way to pull the graveyard, not the Yogg, I meant, just try to not deal try not let that Yogg deal any damage. Yeah. Now he was trying to defend high up, and it makes sense. He was trying. He was trying. He was trying to not have to worry about giant whenever he has to worry about graveyard. If he can have that right side tower just to focus on the graveyard, then even better for him. So yeah, obviously I was kind of a bit of an advantage. See right there, if you don't really worry about your cycles, sometimes you still might struggle a bit against fast cycle decks, especially against experienced players. So yeah, at this point I was just really trying to make as much damage as possible, just letting this match over, because sometimes if it goes into triple elixir, it gets a little bit tough due to his cycling, So I was just trying to let this match down on double elixir, making everything I could. I was fortunate not to have a little hit by the giant there, but we move on. Let's put this in double. And yeah, there you just kind of give it out, but I think you would still have some chances on triple elixir either way. He kind of offered me that much, but I was in a pretty good shape either way. I can still show you that I really like I said, I used to play this with Furnace, but I was facing decks where Furnace just really wasn't doing the job for me, so I started to play with Foamstar. Like you can see, I was playing Furnace and it just wasn't make the job happen, what I'm going to show you guys is this match that against Penka, which is a heavy counter. It was pretty interesting to watch as well. I'm going to put on all the time. All the time, so like he played Pekka at the beginning, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to force something on the left side, and then I'm going to worry about the Pekka, like to defend the Pekka I can use the graveyard, So yeah, I was trying to make something happen, because he was gonna have to defend. And once I saw those skeletons, I saw a very good opportunity to play the freeze. Otherwise, I really wouldn't play the freeze in that situation. And it kind of just a pretty good spot to play the graveyard. He had the serves, which they're just really annoying. But and I'm going, and it's going to deal a bunch of damage, but it's okay. Like I have one tower taken from the opponent, so in any case we can just trade towers, and even if we trade towers, I will still in a pretty good condition because I dealt quite a massive uh, damage on that main tower of him, you know, of the opponent. So move on. Like in that point, once I saw the barrel, I just let things go. I really wasn't too worried. I just, like, if I played the tornado there, usually I would just suffer a bunch of damage in the main tower, so I just really played the witch at the back, and I didn't worry about the right side. You know, that's something that you need to have in consideration. You know, you need to see if there's any point in defending, or maybe just start again and take that loss of that tower and just start again and just see what happens. You know, even if you're one tower down, you can still have a comeback, and you need to realize that, you know. So yeah, we move on. Here, like, I was trying to play the furnace in that spot, trying to force maybe some damage on the main tower, you know. I think in the end I actually got the win through his main tower. Either way, there I just really didn't know what to do, man. So I just really cycle giants in the back. You know, I think it. Nah. I was still in a pretty good spot either way. I just, you know, just attack a bit. Really good spot. Try to do some damage on that main tower, because why not? Like, we had that back playing. I don't know. I don't think he was playing as well. That Becca, like Becca for me is more of a defensive card. It's pretty hard to win just by Becca. I don't consider it a win condition. So if you use Becca, use it to defend it, and then you use some other card as a win condition, like the Golden Bear or the Golden or the Hawk, something like along those lines, you know. And there's, you see, like, us trying to use the giant just to pull off that Pekka, just trying to force the Pekka into my main tower, but obviously I was just not letting that happen, you know. And it's just basically game over, you know. Yeah. It was still a pretty fun match to watch. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. If you like this video, just leave a thumbs up. And a comment. You can always subscribe to the channel and turn your post notifications. Have an amazing week, an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. I got those
promise you don't wanna know.